services that we provide is that we go to treatment centers and we introduce the program of Narcotics Anonymous to them so that they know that there's a place that they can go. Because there's everybody knows about Alcoholics Anonymous, and I think a lot of people don't know about NA, or not as many people do. And so we just go and talk to them and say, hey, this is one of your options. And so in the meeting last night, I was talking to the clients there at that rehab, and I was just saying, I had a really bad day, today, and my buddy passed away, one of my best friends, and it's like I know for a lot of people, grief is something that people like everybody struggles with grief, right?
Yeah.
But people like us who already kind of have a hard time dealing with emotions, it can be maybe a little more dramatic and feel worse than it is or whatever. But I was just telling him, like, what would getting high, like, what would relapsing and getting high do for my buddy?
Right.
How would that benefit his son or his ex-wife or his parents? And so that kind of stuff. Just thinking. It's all about perspective, right?
Right.
Thinking in those terms.
And
not being selfish.
Yeah, and I guess what I can only assume or imagine what goes through the mind of yourself or somebody else in that situation is getting high would help me forget, and even if that were true, it'd only be for a minute, and then you go right back into it. Yeah, and then
and obviously I'm not a scientist or a researcher, and I don't know the complexities, but I know that when you're high, your brain isn't functioning to its fullest potential, and so deep human complex emotions like sadness and grief are not dealt with appropriately.
Right.
And it's hard to deal with them appropriately when you are when you are clean and not under the influence, and you just add that variable or that element in, and it just makes it worse, man.
Yeah.
So what if I relapsed and died, had an overdose or something and died before my buddy's funeral, and now they have to bury me,
right.
It's just anyways, I'm glad to talk about this because I don't think it's beneficial to hold that stuff in, even if you don't think you feel better after it, like maybe you're starting the healing process or something, man.
Yeah, I don't think after we close this episode up, you're gonna go, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's a process.
Yeah,
but
all right, man. Let's move on to a lighter note because it was your birthday on.
Oh, fucking was it
Sunday?
Yeah. February 25th. It was a Sunday, and it was the darkest time I've had.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Go on.
Yeah. So, switching gears. Okay. So anyway, Sunday, my birthday. I'm not the type of person that likes to plan my own birthday parties.
Do you enjoy birthday parties? Because me, I don't. I don't want to make a big deal about, because I'm like, I didn't, like, my mom pushed me out, like, celebrate her. She went through the hard work. I just survived.
Right.
I guess.
Well, I don't know. I've always been of the frame of mind, like, it's your birthday. You get one day a year that it's you. Like, Christmas is about everybody.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving,
the babies.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is about everybody.
Right.
And, somebody else's birthday, that's their day. You were born this day. You made it another year without sticking a fork in an outlet. Like, you're here. You're winning. You may not feel like you're winning at life, but you made it another year. Celebrate for a day, and then
I want people to celebrate, but I want them to celebrate by taking me out to, like, Johnny's or something,
right?
And then watching a movie. I feel uncomfortable with a whole lot of attention. But if you want to buy me food, I like that.
Which which is strange. Which is strange to me because we like getting up on stage, and being the center of attention. So,
right. But I get to control that. So that's like that's I do. I love that.
Okay.
I did 2 shows, or actually 2 shows in an open mic Thursday, Friday, Saturday last week.
Oh, there you go.
And I hate using the word kill because I don't think I can judge that, and I don't think I'm at that level. I did really well.
Yeah, I've never felt comfortable saying like, "Oh yeah, I killed," or I did amazing, or I just like it was a show.
Yeah, I didn't suck.
But, I'll say that I suck. Like,
but
all the time. But when it comes to doing great, I'm like,
yeah. I mean, they enjoyed it probably.
Yeah. They giggled. I hope they had fun.
So,
I don't know. With it'll still record, or it'll still charge your phone. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Boom. I don't know. I've always felt with birthdays like it's your day. I can celebrate that shit, and then the next day get the fuck back to work.
Right.
Know? But I don't know. I've never had anybody freak out and like be all about me, or like it's your day. Let's you're gonna get this. You're gonna get that. So when my birthday comes around now, like for the longest time, I tried to get people excited about my birthday, but the truth of the matter is, if you're not a little kid, like, you know, it's very, very seldom that you find somebody to go out of their way for your birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just like, fuck it, whatever.
Right.
So,
did you find somebody?
I have a buddy this year and last year.
Yeah.
Fucking that he didn't go all out and fucking like balloons or anything like that. He's just like, hey,
streamers.
No streamers either. But he last year and this year, a funny story. We'd known each other and we were cool and that kind of thing before my birthday last year.
Yeah.
But really didn't hang out on a regular basis.
Right.
Like we'd hang out at wrestling shows and shit like that. But then for the most part, we'd like go our separate ways until we saw each other at the next show and like, hey, what's up, man? Like, you're my favorite person while we're here.
Right.
And then we'd go our separate ways, go about our life, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple years where we just never saw each other. Mm-hmm. And then met up again, like, hey, you're still alive. Let's fucking hang out. Right. Like, you know, and then my birthday came around last year and he found out that nobody was really doing anything for my birthday. And so he's like, nothing's going on? Fuck it. I'm hanging out with you for your birthday. I was like, okay, well, I'll call you when I go out. He's like, no. We're going to go do dinner. And then we'll go out drinking afterwards. And I'll be your DD all night. I was like, word? He's like, here we go. I was like, no nice. Shit. All right. So, like, you know, wasn't my closest friend.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you know, wasn't my family or anything. He's just like guy that I like hanging out with, and I like to assume that he likes hanging out with me.
Right.
And he's like nobody's doing anything else for your birthday. I got your back. I was like, this is awesome. All right. Yeah. And from my last birthday, he kind of I want to say that he earned a top spot at my friend's table. You know what I mean? Like he showed that he's got my back. Like, fucking, I'm here. I got you.
Right.
So I appreciated that, and we've kind of been close ever since. You know, and that's not to say that my other buddies didn't give a shit. It's just everybody's adults. Everybody's off doing their own thing. Like, if anything, I
think we share that, is that we don't really get offended if, you know, people. It's not like somebody like snubbed us or didn't want to hang out with us. It's like, you got bills to pay? Okay, like I get it,
like, cool, like that's fine.
Yeah, I've got a family too.
Yeah,
right.
and I know I started this rant off by saying nobody ever really did anything. I'm saying right now that me feeling that way was not right. That was not good of me to think that way. Like, nobody cares about me on my birthday.
Right.
That's bullshit. People care. It's just they've got adult lives going on. I should stop being a little bitch. And
that is correct.
And I think that never really got into my fucking train of thought
Yeah.
Until my 30th birthday.
Okay.
When it's like I don't have like this big group of people, and we're not going fucking bar hopping all night for my birthday.
Right.
But that doesn't mean nobody cares. Like I still got a lot of people texting me and saying, "Hey, happy birthday! Like we're thinking about you." I just can't fucking get away from family shit, or I gotta work in the morning. Like I can't come out and get shit faced with you.
Right.
And I understand that. I had my buddy Jason fucking DDing me around town, fucking making sure I was safe for my birthday.
Right.
While I had fun. Like I appreciated that.
Jason's a good dude.
Absolutely. And so I rolled with that, and it just, I don't know, it was kind of poetic to me in the fact that it was my 30th birthday. I usually hear stories about like, oh, fucking dirty 30 and all this shit. Fucking people going crazy for their 30th birthday. And actually, my mom, her 30th birthday, fucking my grandma threw her a 30th birthday, black balloons and all that shit over the hill, blah blah blah. Yeah. My mom didn't even show up. She's like I'm not even gonna turn 30. Like you know the shit still comes around even though you don't have a party, right?
Yeah.
Like my mom thought if she didn't show up, like she was ignoring her birthday, like that it would make it not a thing. I was like, no, you still old as shit. Like, so I kind of had the opposite. I was like, fuck, I'm turning 30. It was my 30th birthday. Big moment, whatever.
Right.
After your 21st birthday, it's 30, 40, 50, until the end of your times.
Yeah.
And so I was like, 30th birthday, sweet deal. The next big one is when I'm 40. Let's have some fun. Who's going to do some shit for me?
Right.
It was just me and Jason all night long. 30th birthday on a Saturday, high partying night. You think everybody can come out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was me and Jason the whole time. Had a couple smattering of other friends come out throughout the night.
Right.
But for the most part, it was just me and Jason. Afterwards, I thought, you know what? I don't need a big group. I just need, even if it's a smaller amount of people that show that they give a shit about you for either an 8-hour period or just the hour or 15 minutes or whatever they can get out of home. I appreciated the shit out of it. So
me, I texted you the day after and I said, "Hey, was it your birthday recently?"
Right,
you know?
Right. Did your birthday happen? Yeah, man. Like, happy birthday, my dude. So that kind of carried over to this year. It's like I'm not planning anything. It's just my birthday's here. And Jason told me he's like we're gonna make it 2 in a row. Like let's go out and have a couple drinks. Like sure, why not?
Yeah.
Spent the day I worked earlier in the day.
Okay.
Spent a couple hours with my wife and kids.
Yep.
And then watched WWE's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Of course.
Which I was not happy about. And then just didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
Okay.
And then went out with Jason for a couple hours. Like me and Jason didn't leave the house until like 11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we went out kind of late. And we went to the first bar. And we had a drink.
Just for anybody listening, this is where it gets good. I know that that Brandon has been on his soapbox a little bit, but this is the part that you want to listen to.
Right.
So,
this is the part where it gets interesting.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So we went to the first bar. We had a drink there because it looked like some shit was about to pop off. So we're like, let's go to another bar.
Okay.
And then we go down the street to Circle Tap, and we walk in. There's.
I hear they have good ribs there.
I've not been for the foods.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine. I've never been there for the food, but I've heard good things.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking about trying it out, but I just never do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to make it a point to go over there.
So you're at Circle Tap.
We walk into Circle Tap, and Jason's. I'm not saying this is a weird, creepy way, but Jason is an attractive dude. Yeah. And Jason walks in and sits at the bar, and I'm not telling Jason's business or anything like that, but there's girls around the bar, and freaking there's a couple of them that see him, and he kind of does the flirty guy like finger wiggle, like a whole
spirit
hand
fingers?
Yeah, the spirit finger wave,
like a toned down spirit finger.
Yeah, right. Like a under the table kind of like spirit finger wave, and then freaking the girl do like the the quiet, like, single finger wave back to him and smirk a little bit.
So that her boyfriend doesn't see.
Right, yeah, so her boyfriend doesn't see.